No, statements pursuant to Standing Order 58. Senator Osotsi.
Statement on the grave and unprovoked assault against my person. Mr. Speaker, sir, I rise pursuant to Standing Order 58 to make a statement regarding the grave and provoked and politically motivated physical assault and attempted assassination directed at me. Mr. Speaker, sir, the incident occurred at West End Mall in Kisumu, an establishment renowned for its stringent security measures and home to key businesses, including the prestigious Acacia Hotel. Despite the mall's reputation for safety, I was violently attacked by a mob of 17 assailants. I have since recorded a statement with the police, yet I'm deeply disturbed by the apparent indifference of both the police and the Ministry of Interior and National Administration. Their lack of urgency in pursuing justice undermines the rule of law and emboldens those who believe they can attack elected leaders with impunity. Mr. Speaker, sir, shockingly, only 3 of the suspected surrendered themselves to the police and were subsequently released on bond of Kenya shillings 1 million each, which they effortlessly paid. The remaining 14 suspects are still at large. This is glaring failure of law enforcement, despite overwhelming evidence provided by the residents of Kisumu and eyewitnesses, raises troubling questions about the commitment of the police to uphold justice. The Principal Secretary, State Department of Internal Security and National Administration, one Dr. Raymond Omolo, informed the National Assembly that police had intensified efforts to apprehend the additional suspects while responding to a statement by the Member of Parliament for Luanda constituency, Honorable Dick Maungu. The Principal Secretary himself is adversely mentioned and allegedly linked to the gun. The Cabinet Secretary for Interior and National Administration, Honorable Murkomen, later stated before the Departmental Committee on Administration and National Security that the 14 suspects had fled to a neighboring country. Mr. Speaker, this is shocking because these 14 suspects are reportedly to be still in Kisumu town. Mr. Speaker, sir, this same gang is alleged to have been directly involved in a similar attack in early March 2026 at Best Western Hotel, formerly known as Fairway Hotel in Kisumu, that is associated with Irungu Nyakera. Despite huge business losses, to date, no arrest has been made. The ringleader has been identified and named publicly by a Kisumu resident, yet he has neither been questioned or arrested. Failure to apprehend the remaining suspects and their leader puts my life and the lives of other leaders who may be targeted in grave danger, particularly, Mr. Speaker, as the Linda Mwananchi team is scheduled to hold a public rally in Kisumu on Sunday, the 26th April 2026. Mr. Speaker, sir, the indigeneity that I was subjected to as an elected leader and the Senator of Vihiga County was profoundly traumatic not only to me personally, but also to my family and the people of Vihiga whom I represent. It is deeply regrettable that the government-associated bloggers have sought to divert attention from the real issue, namely the threat to my life, thereby compounding the torment my family and I continue to endure. This attack was not random. It was a calculated act of political intimidation directly tied to my principled stand on matters concerning the Orange Democratic Movement Party and broader national issues. On Friday, 27th March 2026, I was irregularly and unlawfully removed from my position as the deputy party leader of that party during a special delegates convention. Though I chose not to contest this illegitimate decision, I resolved to continue exercising my constitutional rights through active participation in the Linda Mwananchi political group. My unwavering support for my colleagues facing political persecution, particularly the ODM Secretary General, Honorable Senator Edwin Sifuna, who has evidently provoked powerful individuals within the party who now seek to silence me through violence and intimidation. Mr. Speaker, sir, there is a growing concern about the entrenched culture of political goons and the grave danger it poses to the society. The increasing reliance on informal security by government actors is alarming and may directly linked to the rising insecurity across the country. A case in point is a recent attack in Kisumu, a day before the Linda Mwananchi rally in Kakamega, where goons targeted the governor of Siaya, Honorable James Orengo, and myself at the Royal Swiss Hotel in the presence of police officers. To date, no arrests have been made in connection with that incident. Mr. Speaker, sir, it is disheartening that top officials of my party, ODM, have neither disavowed the smear and diversionary attempt to justify the violence against me, nor unequivocally condemned the brutal attack. Their loud silence and ambivalency amounts to endorsement of political thuggery and intolerance in general, and justification of the attack on me in particular. Mr. Speaker, sir, today the message from this House against political thuggery and intolerance must be unequivocal and unambiguous, and in favor of the rule of law for all the citizens. To that effect, this House must demand and ensure all the planners, financiers, facilitators, executors of the violent attacks are apprehended and brought to justice, because it is beyond doubt that this gang couldn't have pulled off this attack in broad daylight without the cover of some powerful individuals, apparently beyond the reach and purview of the police and the law. It must be nipped in the bud before it spirals beyond control to consume more elected leaders and other Kenyans at large. Mr. Speaker, in conclusion, I wish to thank the Java staff fraternity, my security, and the customers who witnessed the attack and came to my rescue, leading the attackers to flee. I also extend my heartfelt gratitude to the Senate Minority Leader, Senate Retired Justice Stewart Mazayo, who despite immense pressure not to assist me from my own party people and working tirelessly in conjunction with the Parliamentary Service Commission and your office, Mr. Speaker, arranged my emergency airlift to Nairobi, an act that undoubtedly saved my life. My immense gratitude also goes to my fellow colleague senators, leaders across the political divide, led by Honorable Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, Governor James Orengo, and Senator Edwin Sifuna, the entire Linda Mwananchi Brigade, and Kenyans at large for their unwavering solidarity and support during this ordeal. I have mentioned you as among others. I further commend the Karen Hospital for their exemplary medical care and specialized attention, which ensured my swift and full recovery. Mr. Speaker, I am aware that you have gone through the same incident in 2012, which you lost one of your security. Mr. Speaker, sir, the matter is not merely personal to me, as some people may imagine, or some even celebrating. It is a test of our nation's commitment to democracy, justice, and the protection of its leaders. And I want to urge this House to treat it with the seriousness it demands. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.